going on, Jerome's? So when your Minnesota Vikings hired Kevin O'Connell last year to be the new head coach of the Vikings, a lot of thinking was, okay, he's unproven, former quarterback. If he was any good as a QB, he would still be in the league at 37 at the time, 38 now. And even though he's never been a full-time play caller before, he's Sean McVay's friend. Like, he's tall McVay, so things should work out swimmingly. And it was quite the culture change going from the Zimmer era to Kevin O'Connell and adofo-mensah, and they definitely shook things up. And I mean, year one, the offense was fantastic, where they progressed from the whole Kubiai era on to Kevin O'Connell, and they improved in basically every statistical category, and also 13-4, wanting some more, winning the division. It's pretty good, man. And frankly, he should have won Coach of the Year award last year, but of course that went to Brian Daboll of the Giants. Now, people say, oh, but that's because the Giants beat the Vikings in the playoffs. It's a regular season award. So I don't know what to tell you, man. But the Vikings turnaround was great. And what did Brian Daboll do besides set the Giants franchise back because they're like, hey, let's pay Daniel Jones and not pay Saquon. Really smart. And also Mike McDaniel always gets the publicity, kids dressing up as him for Halloween. Who dressed up as Kevin O'Connell for Halloween? Like, what do you do? Wear a Vikings hat and just say positive things? I mean, and be tall? Is that what you do, man? But I understand. Like, the media loves Mike McDaniel sound bites, and also they love Brian Daboll because New York is a big-time media hub, and the Giants and the G-men, even though, frankly, since 2011, the Giants are probably the worst franchise in the National Football League, but I digress there. And then this year, it's been sort of tough. I mean, 0-3 start, 1-4 start, and fumbling and bumbling and stumbling and all the drops and just mental mistakes, mental errors. And it did take Kevin O'Connell. He dealt with a lot. And early on in the season, when we felt like he wasn't getting through the players, when we felt like his game management was suffering, we called a spade a spade. But now, I mean, you got to say that he should be the NFL Coach of the Year. And what he's dealt with this year, the 0-3 start, a lot of it was self-inflicted wounds, the fumbles, the mistakes, the turnovers, everything. All the losses were by a single score, by the way. And again, should have beat the Eagles, should have beat the Chiefs, the last year's Super Bowl participants, and this year's maybe Super Bowl favorites to return in a rematch. We'll see. So that's rough. And also, the Chargers are ass. Anyways, also Jefferson on injured reserve, and the fact that the Vikings had run off 4 straight wins without him speaks to Kevin O'Connell on the way that he's designing his offense, calling plays, and getting really comfortable and generating points without the best wide receiver in the game. And also, Kirko lost for the season. That one sucks. That one really does suck. And frankly, Kevin O'Connell should get a lot of credit for getting the best football the last year and a half out of Kirk Cousins in his career. Also, Marcus Davenport never healthy, so you haven't had the consistent edge rush presence opposite of Danielle Hunter, although DJ Wanham is stepping up and being great. But you would think that your big-time free agent signee, Marcus Davenport, $13 million would contribute. Also, Bradbury missed a couple games to start the year. Darisaw has been in and out with injuries, even though he's been great. But overall, Kevin O'Connell has risen above it, and he's done really well keeping this team together, having them believing, having them play fun, fast, free football. And his culture of positivity, I mean, it does work, and it's working right now, man. And the way that he did coax the best football out of Kevin O'Connell, or out of Kirk Cousins, nailed it. Yeah, it is fantastic, as well as, I mean, Jordan Addison, a lot of his success, you do have to attribute a portion of it to Kevin O'Connell and this offense, where, hey, Addison was getting his even when he was wide receiver 3 in this offense, and that was Kevin O'Connell getting him some looks, as well as when Jefferson went down, having a rookie step in and be wide receiver 1 can be kind of tough, but respect for O'Connell putting Addison in the best places to succeed, and Addison for doing the damn thing. Also, the way that you lost Kirko, it really does suck. You're 4-4 after a 1-4 start after starting 0-3, and then you get rookie Jaron Hall up to speed real quick, 1 week of practice, and he looks really good on his second drive before he goes down with injury. And then, I mean, what Kevin O'Connell did with Josh Dobbs, it's unheard of. And also, yes, it does harken back to Sean McVay, what he did with Baker Mayfield. But, I mean, this seems replicable. You can do this over again. And, I can't wait to see what Kevin O'Connell's offense is going to look like with Josh Dobbs, because yes, Kirk Cousins was balling out at an MVP adjacent level, but Josh Dobbs and his mobility and his DGAF-ness of chucking the ball downfield, it's going to be fantastic, man. So yes, Kevin O'Connell does deserve some 2023 Coach of the Year consideration, and also he should have won it last year. And if you look at the class of 2022, so there was 8 coaches hired in 2022. Josh McDaniels already been fired. You fired. But Kevin O'Connell is leading the way with 17 wins and a .68 winning percentage. Almost nice. And yeah, so he doesn't get the time of day because the Vikings don't get the time of day from the national media jabroni haircuts. They just want to talk about, hey, Mike McDaniel ran off the field fast. Cool. And then he hit his vape pen. And then, Brian Daboll is like, what's he going to do now with Tommy DeVito? I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's okay. Got a love for Notorious Kevin O'Connell. The Notorious KOC is doing the damn thing. It's been a while since we used that meme. It's really good, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Why Kevin O'Connell deserves to be the 2023 NFL Coach of the Year. I mean, especially once he drags our ass to the playoffs. There you go. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. And by playoffs, I mean winning the division. Suck it, Detroit. Even though Dan Campbell's probably going to win. He already pre-won the award, please. I don't know where we're at. Skull. Production value.